right? I mean, Eric Easy E. Moore, we used to call him Easy in school. So happy birthday to Eric. And if you celebrate a birthday this month, happy birthday to you. This is what zodiac sign?
This is Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, that's right. I only know Pisces, I don't care about it. Anyway, we are inside Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X. We got our special guest Susan in the house of the hot seat discussion. And we left off last segment about sex. And when men deposit their semen inside of her, that's a
GPS.
GPS. Explain that, Susan.
Okay, so Kaya actually just inboxed me and said that the GPS, yes, because it's all energy. And I need people to understand that not only that, ladies, semen, then just cervix. But anyway, no, for real.
No,
yeah, it's a deposit. So when you release something in her, it's a deposit of you. That's a part of you. That's a part of something that's in your body. You know what I mean? And so when that deposit in her, now she has that's when people say they have soul ties or soul tie connections. That comes from that too. Because now you've deposited a piece of you in her. Now she's walked off. And let's say you was feeling sad. All of a sudden, she don't even know why she's feeling sad, but she got some of you inside of her right now. You get what I'm saying? It's a spirit. It can be a spiritual connection thing too, which that natural thing caused that spiritual that natural reaction, but really was a spiritual pump or something like in that nature.
So
I guess
condoms will stop all that. All right, now you
no,
no. What you mean no?
No, condoms won't stop the emotional side of the woman.
I'm gonna tell you,
but the sperm, it won't. But the sperm, like they won't be able to feel it as strong. But that sperm going inside of them, yes. That's a lot.
That's that thing Eddie Murphy say. You know, he said it as a joke, but he was like, when you make them go ooh, 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 and you know, it's a connection now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a connect, and I understand what you're saying. It's a connection there, especially when that person cares about you. Now, in saying that, I'm gonna ask this: do you think that sometimes a woman put that much energy into the wrong man?
I definitely do. I think it goes both ways, though. I think a lot of people waste time because of convenience. It was convenient to stay there. It was convenient to deal with that. It was convenient, even though it didn't make me really happy. It didn't make me too sad, type of thing. No, nothing I would really marry, but something I can be with for a while, type of thing. And so I think that's a lot of what's floating around in the air.
Settling.
Well, sex is definitely a soul tie because, like you say, women are emotionally attached to whoever they sleep with. Men are too.
Some women know how to, but that's why I said, but men are very much more capable of unattaching their emotions to the act of sex. See, women connect their emotions to the act of sex. That's why after they have sex, it's like, no, you know you're my man now, type of thing. Like, baby girl, we only did it once. Yeah, and you my man. What do you want to eat tonight? Type of thing.
One girl said, you her man if you deposit your GPS in her. You are my man. That's what she said. You know, ain't no mess around. All right, these are some of the topics that you talk about in the hot seat discussion.
Yes.
Now, how do people get in touch with you and how do they hear the hot seat discussion?
Okay, well, so first of all, the hot seat discussion has a website, thehotseatdiscussion.com. And so I've been setting up different things on there. I just finished advertising this Saturday, so I'm gonna put some other things up there so you all can be looking forward to. You all can join the group on Facebook. It's called the Hot Seat Discussion. If you all have any questions that you all want to send to me, that you all want me to bring up, because I'm about to start doing like a weekday special type thing where I'll be talking to people live online, and so I'll have that posted. I can also go live on my my website. So it's just certain little things that I'm working on right now. I'm live on Facebook. Yes, hey y'all. So yeah, say hi to everybody out.
What up?
Yeah, so Yeah, so that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Now you got some stuff.
I do have some more
Come on, let's
questions.
get it.
Come on.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about the side chicks. I want to talk about the importance. How important is a side chick?
So wait a minute. Side chicks, you all have importance. You better listen.
You're so silly.
Oh my
Listen, I'm serious. Like, I think that sometimes we can get too emotionally entangled in things that are maybe not really worth putting so much energy into or whatever. But side chicks, where y'all at? Nah. You supposed to be like, right?
I'm right here. I'm listening.
No, I'm talking out in general to the people like side chicks. Where are you?
Okay.
Because I had a show before where the side chicks were talking like they're doing the girlfriend a favor, like what you don't do, the side chick will, type of thing. And I want to know, like, it's so much polygamy going on now. So it's like people are being okay with 2 women and a man, or 2 men and a woman. Do you think that you could be in a relationship with 2 women knowingly
No.
that they're
Yes.
with you?
No.
Now, I love that both of y'all had different answers. Are you for real, AJ? That you
Will
could
I
be
be
with?
okay with 2 women that they only mine?
Yes.
You know what? That's every man's dream, man. To have 2 women, and if he can handle.
Would you be able to do that though? Would you be comfortable with giving yourself to those 2 women like that?
Yeah, I would. I would.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I really would. You know, some people may differ, but
No.
yeah. I know one of them comedian guys. He got 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the
D-Ray.
Chicago- Yeah,
He
D-Ray.
got 2 girls,
And
he's still with them both.
for a long time. He was with one for a long time, and then he brought another one on, a younger one.
Hey, yes, it'll keep me from cheating.
And that's why he said he did it.
Yeah.
But
Is he still cheating?
I don't know. Right. I mean, but I know I've seen that. I saw that article that you saw.
Me too.
Me personally, now when I was single, I didn't mind that.
Right.
I didn't mind that. You know, I'm like, because I was.
Were you
doing-
upfront about that in the beginning when you were single?
Not at first, but then once time went on, then I started being more upfront with it. Now, as a married man, no, I couldn't handle that because the one I got is a handful. I'm just that is no disrespect.
Right, of course.
You know, that's a handful right there. You know, so I ain't gonna have time or the patience to try to deal with another one. You know,
Well, maybe he got it set up where, you know.
well, most of the people now. Let's look at it now. You want to talk about your boy D-Ray, and now you want to talk about most of the people who live in the state of Utah. And if you want to, let's bring the Bible in it. You look at all of those men in the Bible who had different wives, but they was rich, and they can afford it. They can afford it, and not only they can afford it, they agreed to it, and they wasn't all the women he had. Though they had, like Solomon, they wasn't side chicks. They were all his wife. Every last one of them. He married every last one of them.
Yeah, he had a lot of wives.
I have a question. I have
Go
another
ahead.
question
Now,
right
you
quick.
said, now, can I do
What
can we-
for a woman? What values? Okay, if you all have a daughter, I don't know.
I do.
If you all have a daughter, what values would you tell your daughter that she should be able to see in a man before moving forward with him? What type of values?
You first, Trey.
Listen, ladies. Listen, ladies.
Y'all better listen. Go ahead,
well,
Trey.
well,
What
the thing is number one is like, you know, most women, they look for a man like their dad. That's number one. Number two, what I've heard is like most women see how they treat like their mothers or sisters and stuff like that or whatever, and they treat them with respect. Because if they treat them with respect, they're gonna treat you with respect. You know, if you see a dude cussing their mama out or cussing their little sisters out and calling them, is it after 8 o'clock? Yeah, calling them bitches and all of that stuff or whatever, then no. If you see this stuff right here, and y'all haven't crossed the line to be in a relationship, you should just leave that right there, because that's not going to be good for you. Because and then you got to have one that has self-respect for themselves. That's 3. A man who has self-respect for themselves will respect you, because if he don't respect himself, what the hell? He ain't gonna respect you at all. He gonna even think less of you. So yes, those are the things, a person like they fall, because like I said, me coming up or whatever, and I love my dad. I didn't have my father, but as the years went along, all of that was in the past, and I loved him, and I learned a lot of stuff to do from the opposite of my father. If he respects himself, if he respects his mother, those are something to ensure. And that don't make us perfect neither. That doesn't make us perfect or whatever, because we still make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. Mm-hmm. So nothing is perfect, but if you can eliminate, you got to sit back. You got to get past he fine and he got the 6-pack and he got this and all that stuff. If he ain't got the self-respect, then all that's out the door.
Some men camouflage though. They can come off like there's something, just like women.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not being on one side. Can camouflage and come off like they're on something, and it's not what they think it is.
Well, what would I tell my daughters?
Yes.
Look for them in.
Yes.
I want her to look.
What values?
Values. Intellect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important to see how intellectually challenging he is. If he's kind-hearted,
mm-hmm.
self-respect,
mm-hmm.
and treats you, the woman. I want the man to treat you with respect.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes beyond just opening the doors, but just having respectful conversations.
Do you want him to know how to open the door for her?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't teach him that.
Do you want him to know how to date her?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about.
So
that's what I started with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I started with in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't know how to date.
So
once we teach our kids this is what to expect, they're expecting something from people that don't know how to do it, mm-hmm. that are not doing it, that had no example to do it, don't know where to start to do it, are not required
mm-hmm.
to do it. And so that's the issue. That is thank you for bringing it up. That is what I want us to cure. Mm-hmm. If we can get people to understand, you don't have to go out and spend $300 on a date. No, don't try to wait to the end of the month to plan this big. I got bills, I got this, I got that. You got bills for things. You use that for things that when you don't want to put no money on it. Mm-hmm. But as soon as somebody say, oh, we going to XYZ, you going to the ATM, I know I ain't supposed to take this money out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you doing what you want to do. So if you want to get to know somebody or whatever your reasons are, because everybody had their own reasons for doing certain things, just do it.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it goes both ways, right? Okay, so Suzy,
I do think it goes both ways, but I think a man should know how to lead. I think that be the problem sometimes. I think the problem is a woman planning a date, a woman taking care of this, woman doing that. I think that men they say, I'm a leader, I'm going to be the leader. Mm-hmm. But then when the woman show leader attributes as I'm planning this date, or I'm doing, I could have we could have went somewhere else, but you didn't plan nothing. So now we're going back and forth over, or get into a debate when it really don't even need to be one. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. I feel it should be, how you say it, kind of like back and forth. One time you'll do it, or one time I do it. Like I said, like my first date with my wife, we went and got something to eat. I was trying to take her to certain places, but she didn't want to go because she felt like, she just didn't want to go. And we ended up downtown, walking and talking and getting to know each other, because I have to sit in the place. And it was, I spent some money, but I don't think I spent a lot of money. It was inexpensive.
But that's what I'm trying to explain. Yeah. I don't think a date has to be a lot of money. I think the date is the concept of doing something like go-kart riding, $5 Tuesday. It's so many things to do. I just don't think that people are required to put any effort into it.
And the reason I see that is because the great state that we live in America, that puts a price on everything, and they makes it feel like if you didn't spend this much, then they didn't love you enough or whatever, or something like that. And that's where,
And that's stupid.
And I believe it is what I call Hallmark. You know, that it's like they Hallmark holidays, and you know.
But those are the people that men want, for some reason, want to do for. And then they meet somebody that is worth doing something for, and now they want to blame the person before. And to me, that's petty.
Yeah, that's
because
very petty.
the thing is if you don't want to do it, don't waste your time.
So can a date consist of absolutely no money being spent, but only thing that's being spent is time with each other?
Everything.
I
has
think
a
that's
price.
good, but not on the first date.
Why?
Well,
I don't think it should be the first date because that's not a date. See, that's something you do with a somebody that you've been out with a few times, or that's the thing. Hanging like that leads to other things. It don't lead to really chilling. It like if you go in somebody's house and they say, "Well, I don't get off work till 10:30." Well, you know, I be busy the rest of the week. Well, you can come by and we can chill. Then you come up, you don't make it to, you know, when they got the liquor from the liquor store for it, you get there at 12, 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Now, she half sleep. Now, y'all watching TV, now y'all on something else and never did anything y'all planned on doing.
Well, that became a booty call. All right, so what else?
I mean, and that's what the majority of the time they become. Okay, so my next thing is I have a question. Are both of you all in relationships?
well, I'm married.
Married, so yes, relationship. Are you in a relationship?
Don't be asking me, you know what I'm saying, if I'm in a
All right, so what are the 3 top things that keep a relationship strong? That's why I asked you.
Okay.
Because I'm not in one.
Well,
Well, I mean, in a
the
relationship.
what are your 3 top
Okay,
things?
in a relationship,
Right.
we're gonna keep it real. Money.
In a relationship?
Yeah, because it don't mean, and it's not so much money to be like going out doing this,
control
going
your
out that.
relationship, but-
It's money because you need money to live, rent, food, light, gas, phone, internet, whatever.
You
Money.
talking from a married perspective?
Yeah, married perspective.
Okay.
Money. Number 2, time. Everybody had, because you know we all got children. I got a son in North Carolina in school. I got another baby boy at home senior year. You know, sometimes you got to have some time together, and we got to make the time and make it fair. You know, not doing what one person wants to do all the time. Okay, if you want to sit here and do this day, let's do this day. Time. Number 2. It's really 4 things. 3 is respect.
Give us the okay.
Respect. We have to sit back, even as a married couple. You know, we're not going to agree on everything. We're not, but we have to learn how to respect everyone's opinion, and that's where most relationships fail, because you can say the sky is blue and I can say the sky is red, but I have to respect that you said it was blue. And once you explained it, now if I said it's red, you have to respect what I said. Okay, we agree to disagree, move on.
That's right.
4.
Because we know the damn sky.
It's not red.
Right.
But I get that because I give that scenario. Like, you're going to try to prove to me it's red. All right, I'm done. We're not going to agree with that.
Okay.
Just 3.
Okay. Well, no, and the 4th one is
yeah,
it's got to have love.
Yeah.
Got to have love.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, some people be in relationships or whatever the whole long time, and then they realize, like, damn, I ain't even love her. Or, damn, I ain't even love her.
Not in love. I think love and in love are 2 different
right,
things.
you have to be in love with...
Because a person could be with somebody and just love them, and they could be with them for years and just love them and not be in love, and then still be in search cheating on them for somebody to be in love with, and then they start falling in love with the people that's not in love with them, and now it's all now they taking it out on the person that's in love with them, but they're not in love with. Oh, I'm glad y'all understood that.
Oh, yeah.
So, my 3
Yes.
is okay. The question is, what are the top 3 things to keep the relationship strong?
Yes.
I am a proponent of giving each other space.
Okay.
Right?
I agree.
Give me some space.
Okay.
Right?
But what kind of space? Talk to you for 2 days?
No. I mean, if I want to hang out with my guys, I want to hang out with my guys. Don't call me. Unless it's a dire, straight emergency. That's the only way. Like, if I know you out with your girls, I'm not calling you. I'm not going to call you. Well, why you ain't calling me? Because you with your girls. It's okay.
It's okay.
I think it's so important to give each other space when it comes to it. Maybe I want to just be alone for a little. Give each other that space to do that. Okay?
Yes.
My second one.
Come on, give it to us, man.
I think we should. I think being active together is important. Doing things together.
Active, like sex active.
No, well, sex is automatic. I'm saying just going out, kicking it with each other. You know what I mean? Not continuing to date. That's
So how
what I mean.
long before should a woman wait to give a man some sex for them to think that a relationship would be adequate after giving it to him?
45 minutes after they meet.
You get on my
I'm
nerves.
kidding.
No.
Listen.
I don't think it's no timetable. I really don't. I don't think it's a timetable. My philosophy, like as a man, and I'm finna think on what he just said. See, a man is ready all the time.
We ready.
Yeah, you know, a man could look at a woman and say,
Ooh.
"Man, I got to get that," and then he'll walk around the corner and be like, "Oh man, I got to get that one." You know, a woman, and this is my perspective, a woman can look at a man and say, "Oh, I want him," but it's just no matter of fact when I'm gonna give it to him. And I raise and I'm contested or whatever to that from experience. So, you know, that's why I can expound on it, and that's why I can agree with you when you say sometimes a man can detach himself from sex faster than a woman.